Okay, so, way back in the day, I used to have this little place in Jerusalem, and I mean way back in the day. And it was a little hole in the wall. Actually, quite literally, it was a hole in the wall. It was a place where I had meetings, sort of. I sort of rented it out. I had a deal worked out with anyway, I had some stuff from a previous gig that I had used to make it look semi-habitable, even though it was basically a hole in the wall. There were all these different clandestine groups kicking around back in those days looking for places to meet where the Roman authorities really wouldn't bother them. So it was pretty, even after paying off the landlord, it was pretty lucrative for me there. And so one time, these guys come to meet there, and no, ordinarily I would never touch these guys. I mean, they're just broke. They're following this radical rabbi. They're all like hicks from Galilee and shit. But this guy Joseph of Arimathea, right, spoke up for him, and this dude's loaded, right? So they come in there having their little meeting, and I'm serving them, being a nice host and all that good stuff, because that's what you do. And I'm cozying up to Joseph, because he's got the bread, right? Which is what I'm in it for, is the shekels, right? So, and well, okay. In the interest of full disclosure, my real job was I was a thief, you see, and that's what those things to make it look somehow. A previous gig was actually a robbery, but anyway. So I wasn't a killer or anything, just a thief. I like nice things, and I like to sell them too. Anyway, so I'm talking to him, and he keeps bringing it back to this. He keeps, listen to the master. He's so wise, and this Joshua ben Yosef, and he kept calling him like Christos. He's Christos because it sounded like Greek to me, but whatever. So I'm like, yeah, but hey, what about your place and what do you keep there? What kind of I'm like trying to pump them for information and shit. So they finish up their thing and they split, and time goes on. Eventually, actually, I'm proud of this, but I got nicked. I got caught applying my trade, and Romans didn't have a wide range of punishments, and crucifixion was pretty much, common for thieves. This is going to sound stupid, but in a weird way, I was kind of proud that I rated crucifixion, as a thief, but whatever. So, I'm up there, you're going to crucify me, and who do I see them, all of a sudden bringing up the fucking hill, carrying his cross, crown of thorns, no less, this fucking rabbi, this Joshua ben Yosef, and I'm just thinking, Baruch atah Adonai. It's like, geez, this is great. Okay, there you go. So, if you know anything about crucifixion, it's not very pleasant. And so we're up there, and just suddenly, I'm like in blinding pain and can't even think. And suddenly, I'm in my head, I look over, and in my head, I'm catching little snatches of things this dude said, right, when I was serving him and giving him this or that, or fucking trying to talk to Joseph, and he'd be like, listen. And I realized, man, what? So I turn over, and I'm like, hey, if you're this, why don't you do something? And this other guy on the other side turns around and goes, shut up, who are you to say anything? I'm like, if I could, I would have went over there and slapped him, but, given my condition, it was pretty unfeasible. Yeah. So things get a little hazy after that, needless to say. Let's just say that, reincarnation is really bad for the memory. But, a lot of people try and ask me, well, did you learn anything from the experience? I don't know. I'm not a thief anymore. kind of broke me of that. I don't know.